Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Jihan Fauziah. In here, I want to start telling about Little Red Riding Hood. I hope you like and enjoy this video. Let's see together. Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Little Red Riding Hood. She had this name because her grandma gave her Little Riding Hood, and her grandma loved her very much. One day her mother said to her, "Little Red Riding Hood, please take this basket of food to your grandma." "Okay, Mom, I will give it. Be careful and remember, don't talk too much with strange people, okay?" "Okay, Mom, I will remember. So don't worry, I'll be careful." Little Red Riding Hood on the way to her grandma's house. Her grandma lived in the village on the other side of the wood. As Little Red Riding Hood entered the wood, she met the wolf. She had never seen a wolf before, and she did not know they were dangerous. The wolf. "Hi, Little Red Riding Hood. My name is Wolf. Nice to meet you." "Hi, Mr. Wolf. Nice to meet you too." "Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood?" "I am going to my grandma's house." "Where does she live?" "She lives in the village on the other side of the wood, and she hosts its first house in the village." The wolf walked next to Little Red Riding Hood, and he said, "Hey, Little Red Riding Hood, look at those all pretty flowers. Why don't you pick some for your grandma?" "Oh my God, so pretty! I will pick some for my grandma." Little Red Riding Hood looked all pretty flower, and she started picking a bunch of flowers for her grandma. Meanwhile, the wolf ran away, go to her grandma's house, and he knocked the door. Grandma said, "Who is there?" "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I have some food for you. Please open the door, Grandma." Grandma opened the door, and the wolf quickly jumped in and pushed Grandma into the closet. Grandma said, "Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Let me out!" Grandma shouted, "Hey, be quiet and stay in here," Wolf said. The wolf put on Grandma's dress, cap, glasses, and he got into the bed. After Little Red Riding Hood had picked big bunch of flowers, she arrived at her grandma's house, and she saw her grandma's house, the open door, and she called out, "Good morning!" But there no answer, and she slowly got into the bedroom, and she saw her grandma lying in bed. But her grandma looked very strange. "Hi, Grandma, I'm coming." "Hi, my darling, you come." "Grandma, I have some food and flour for you. Please put on table, darling." "Okay, Grandma." "Grandma, what big ears you have." All the better to hear you, my darling." "Grandma, what big eyes you have." All the better to see you, my darling." "Grandma, what large hands you have." "All the better to hug you, my darling." "Grandma, what a terrible big mouth you have." "All the better to eat you, my darling." Ha 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 ha. The wolf jumped out of the bed, and he won't eat Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood shouted and crying. Just then, a hunter came into the house because he heard Little Red Riding Hood crying and shouting. And a hunter pulled out and shot the wolf. And he said, "Hey, the wolf, go away!" And then the wolf go away. Finally, Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma live happy ever after. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.